All right, I'll see you later. Wait, hold on. What's going on? Oh. What is up, everybody? We are back again with another interesting video today. We got I got a few things that are something huge, something interesting that you guys would love to hear. I'm sure my co-host got something that he want to bring to the show as well regarding some trade rumors that's happening around the NBA. But if you guys take a look at the thumbnail, you know what today's video is. I got my jersey on. You know what time it is. But hit like, subscribe, and stay tuned. With all being said, this is the Basketball Truth for Knowledge. I am your co-host, Aramis.
I'm Ray Daniels.
And let's get right into it. All right, man. So it has been an interesting week so far. My Golden State Warriors has been on a ball right now. We have won 2 straight home games against Memphis and against Dallas, right? And we won 2 NBA Cups already. We're 2-0 in the NBA in-season tournament. We are now 10-2. We are behind OKC. That is also 10-2. So we are tied with them. How do you feel so far as those 2 teams, OKC and Warriors right now? How do you feel about that?
I mean, I think the Warriors is doing good. I was surprised that they're off to such a early fast start. 10-2 is impressive. Especially losing Clay. I thought that would be a piece that they would miss, but they've been figuring how to work it around them. So definitely impressed with Curry being able to step up and with the absence of Clay and still getting that team in the right direction. So definitely that. Now, as far as OKC, they are who they are. They still a powerhouse. As far as a young, strong team. Who got in the right place, but. So nothing really to say about them. We just need to see, if they can stay healthy and how they progress throughout the season. Because again, the knock on them last year was that they got outed in the in the playoffs, and then here we are. So I definitely don't really have nothing bad about OKC, but just basically, can you still produce in the playoffs, which is really all about in the playoffs.
Right, yeah, and that says out there too, and we know OKC had a tremendous season last year, but they kind of fell short during the playoffs, during the conference. They fell short, and they lost against Dallas. I'm looking forward to seeing them back into the playoffs and see what they got cooking in. Overall, but I want to move my attention to over the Cavs. Cavs are now 14-0. We should consider
Cavs ain't a play thing, bro.
Yeah,
they gonna be a problem. It's just that
they
like
beat
I said,
every team so far.
I went saw them last year when they played against Wambi and them. Last January, and they were starting to put some pieces together now, but. The start they off to now, and they're only gonna get stronger, as long as everybody can stay healthy, that's
the thing. I
don't even know what to say about that.
That's the thing. I think me and you can both agree that if a team is fully healthy and fully functional, no injuries, and you play your hardest, and you find ways to be able to work yourself around the games like Cavs, like the way how they faced so many teams. They faced 14 teams, and they were able to beat all 14 of them. They beat the Golden State, they beat LA, they beat Spurs. Like they beat so many teams lately. It's coming to a point in the conversation that we gotta say that this team may go 82-0, but we don't know.
And you say they right now the Cavs are 14-0?
Cavs is 14-0 right now.
Wow, that's impressive. And
Yeah.
and they only gonna get better.
They only gonna get better every year, and that's the thing about certain teams. I feel like people can't really put too much doubt in teams. Like you got to stick it out. Like with Spurs, they're doing really good this year. Wemby, you got Wemby are scoring 50 as a career high, all because he got a veteran on his team that can show him the ropes and improve his game a lot more better. You know, so that's a good thing. So Spurs, I definitely see something good going on with the Spurs. Happy to see them going further. Another team that I like seeing so far, I'm gonna have to say, what's the other team that I like the most? So I say it's my Warriors, Cavs, OKC. Oh, LA. I definitely see improvements in LA. AD just had a 40 ball. Brown had a third consecutive triple double last night.
You said Bronny?
No, LeBron.
Oh, LeBron, yeah, LeBron, yeah.
Yeah, LeBron had a third consecutive,
He had a triple double last night, right?
Yep. So he had 3 consecutive triple doubles, and in three games he's played, he had 3 of them. And he dropped the 40 ball.
Right. So now let me ask you a question: Did you look to see if that trade rumor was confirmed, or that was just a rumor?
Nah, I think that's a rumor because I ain't find anything yet.
Okay, just a rumor.
Yeah, but I think it. But I feel like these rumors are going to be true either way going into next season. I feel like it is.
Yeah, every week it's a rumor going out.
Huh?
Every week it's a rumor going out. Jimmy Butler one week.
It is because
Trae Young this week.
Because I think about. I mean, Trae Young has been happening for the last 2 years, for the last 2 seasons.
Right.
Trae Young, like literally, Trae Young was supposed to get traded to LA. He was supposed to, because like they were looking forward to it. But when they got JJ, all the trades just went out the window. So it's just
right. Well, at some point, I think for them to make a serious attempt at it, they're going to have to pick up one more person.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to have to pick up somebody because right now I don't see where they definitely going to do that.
Yeah, I mean, because I was looking at some possibilities because I was talking to my stepdad Deshaun. We had a conversation. I asked him the same question I asked you. Like what moves would you make if you traded D-Lo? Like, how would you feel if we traded D-Lo and you got Jimmy Butler? He said that's a phenomenal decision right there. I would love to have him come to LA. I would too. I would definitely think Jimmy Butler is a perfect fit for LA. And think about it. And in our last video, what did you tell me in our last video of why Jimmy Butler would be a good fit?
Well, like I said, because they need one more piece. I mean, right. It's just because at the end of the day, you really only got LeBron and AD. Far as so now when I say that, meaning like they can get through and manage to make the playoffs. Like even last year, they'd be an 8th seed or whatever the case may be. But once they get into that playoff run, you need one more piece. That's what it is. So rather it's Jimmy Butler, rather it's You know, if it's Trey Young, you need somebody else to bona fide get you for the playoffs. I was so big on when I was hearing that Clay was going to Dallas because Dallas, when you saw when they got down to the crunch time, they you know we already saw what happened. Luka didn't have no help. I mean, he had a little bit of help, but here we are. They still needed one more piece. Kyrie did what he could do. But Kyrie ain't no spring chicken no more. But he still did what he could do. But at the end of the day, they still need one more piece. That's why I was excited here. So I feel the Lakers is in that same boat.
Yeah, and I think because we both can agree that LA and Dallas need some more. I feel like that they're missing that piece, and Clay Thompson made a comment because he commented that he had a choice between picking LA or Dallas, and he wanted to go to Dallas because he said that Dallas is a winning team, and is the best possibility where he can get a ring. Yeah,
Right,
Dallas is a team where you can get a ring from because they've made it more farther than LA has, and I would pick Dallas
right,
too. But you also gotta understand this too. If you go to LA is gonna use you the right way. Because right
yeah,
now you gotta like, of course they're gonna start you. So it's gonna be
right,
you. On top of that, you're 6'6". You're shooting guard and small forward. So really, you could trade places
right.
between LeBron and yourself. So really, LeBron can play the two.
You know,
Clay could play the complete. Clay can play
I
the.
think Clay looked at it like he could have went, but you remember we had a couple shows ago and we talked about who's the new face of the franchise. So either you jump on the old LeBron bandwagon. When I say old, not that he's old, he is old, but I mean he's been a constant in the league for 20 years. Where Luka's up and coming, so I think Clay was thinking that Luka stayed and deal only 1 or 2 more years. And so I think that probably had a lot to do with the decision being young and wanting to be with an upcoming team than versus being with LeBron, who is
Bro, your connection is it's like breaking up a little bit. All right, I'm gonna just pick off to what he said. He brought up face of the franchise, and I definitely think it's definitely gonna be Luka 100% because I know you guys. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think the LA were considering on getting Luka to have him be, to be the new face of LA, and LA is more than welcome to definitely welcome a trade if Dallas was a trade of Luka. I feel like him going to LA would probably be a good fit too. I mean, Trey Young, Luka, it doesn't matter. But if we're talking about face of the franchise, it's definitely it's definitely there. But at the same time, it's like, who do we think should be the face of the franchise? So I'm definitely picking Luka, 100% picking Luka. I'm gonna give you your top three. You got Luka, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and then your third will have to be. You guys are probably gonna You guys probably gonna grill me for this, but it's either Jason Tatum or Anthony Edwards. Out of those two, one of them fits the third spot for new face of the franchise. Luka's definitely up there. Shea's definitely up there. We see him play throughout the years. And I did actually, you know what? I'm gonna save some more info on the Warriors later on in the show because that's what I do anyways. Why I brought it towards the beginning. I'll save the rest for that later on. I got my my co-host input on the Warriors, but I'm gonna explain my input on the Warriors later on in the video. But I got a few, but I got a few things that I got in my notes that I want to adjust. I want to bring up, but I want to discuss the new face of the franchise. Um, but it's just like if you really think about it, it's definitely Luka. He's definitely gonna be the new face of the franchise. Shea is behind him.
Traveling back from Baltimore.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm back.
Bro, you breaking out. Your internet is like breaking up. Hello? I don't know, but I don't know, guys. What do you think? Do you think the face of the franchise should be a top three? Should it be Luka, Shea, and Anthony Edwards, or would you replace Anthony Edwards with Jason Tatum? I want you guys to let me know in the comments. Let me know how would you guys feel about that? About a top three being another face of the franchise, because we had Curry, LeBron, and KD the face of the franchise of the old era. Now we got this new era. Luka is without a doubt definitely face of the franchise, but I want you guys to determine who would you pick. I got my pick. My coach got his pick.
Your pick is who, Ant?
My pick is Luka, Shea. I'm gonna have to go in.
I like Luka, but I mean, right now you have to swing towards Tatum just because he won a ring. You know what I mean? So
I was just
Tatum
thinking
is the front.
That's why I said like that's why I said it's in the middle between JT and Ant. But like I'm moving towards Jason Tatum, but I'm saying like because for some people they may pick Ant, so that's what I'm saying. Or you could pick somebody else. But
Ant can't be the first in franchise until he start winning the chip.
You're right.
I mean, you can like him as an athlete. He's a great, he's an up and coming talent. But until you get some rings, and you can't be the face of France. Even Luka right now is just in the same boat, and then he got to the conference finals last year, which was great, but he couldn't cash the deal. So but so right now I would have to say.
But for some people are saying that it's Luka, maybe Shea, probably. Jason Tatum is in that conversation for probably being the face of the franchise, but that's what I'm saying. Like
but a lot of people don't like Tatum because they feel like, oh, he's a nice guy. But what does nice guy got to do anything? The man puts in the work.
Yeah, for real.
Just because he's not an edgy, like, oh, I got to be this edgy type dude. That ain't who he is, makeup wise. But far as if you keep it about basketball truth and knowledge, like our platform here. Let's talk about it. His stats speak for itself, and he got a ring.
Yeah.
There's nobody in front of him right now for new school.
But I think it's because, like, I mean, I think for some people, they're probably going to pick somebody else besides Luka, and that's what I'm saying. Like, because for me, I'm definitely saying it's going to be Luka, it's going to be Shea. JT is definitely in that conversation, 100% for winning out his first ring, and for getting the 18 banner over LA, because I know LA and Boston were like neck to neck for the most banners.
Right.
But so I definitely think he should be a face of the franchise. But I know other viewers or other people may disagree, may agree. That's what I'm saying. Like you pick your opinion on who you think should be the face of the franchise. I got mines. JT is definitely he deserved it. He deserves to be a face of the franchise because of how he's been playing, and he got himself a ring. He got Boston a 18 banner like he said he was gonna do when he got drafted. Because when he got drafted, he said, "You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bring another banner up there." Okay, boom, one. He got himself a ring. He got a banner up there, 18. What's next? Another banner, like because now when you get that ring,
so let me ask you
gonna
this:
rely on you. They're gonna
so let
rely
me
on
ask you
you
this.
to get another
So
ring.
in the back, so let's talk about it. Who is the front runner right now?
Right now,
Coming in the East, you know, we have to say the Cavs, but right now, do you think the Cavs can beat Boston in a seven game series? Let's be honest.
I think they already beat Boston already. Did they?
No. In a 7 game
In the
series, not one
7 game
time. In a
series.
series. One guy, anybody can beat anybody one time. I'm talking about in the series where now I can make adjustments. We got home field advantage, the whole thing. Right now, let's ask the audience, and I ask you, in a 7 game series out of the East, I would say the Boston and Cavs are the best two teams right now. Can Cavs beat Boston, the defending champion, in a 7 game series right now?
I think they can. The way how Cavs has been playing lately, I mean, they won 14 games in a row. Boston has lost 3 games in a row, and I believe they're what? They're 10-3.
10-3.
They're 10-3.
10-0.
I think Cavs can be, but I'm gonna say this. I think I got Cavs in 7 because I feel like it's gonna be a tough game. Because not only is Jaylen Brown gonna be healthy, but the whole team. But if KP is hurt and he not playing, Cavs
Well, now, if
100%
anybody hurt, that's different. You know, we're not talking about hurt. We're talking about
healthy.
with your best foot forward, can the Cavs dethrone the defending NBA champion
I
Boston
feel like
Celtics?
I feel like Cavs and Boston will be a good finals match. I feel like that game will go to Game 7, 100%. I don't care what nobody say. That game's going to Game 7. I got Cavs winning by 3 points in the 7th game because I know Boston is like. Look, think about it. Boston is known for having a good game in the 4th quarter. They're known for having a 4th quarter game.
Yeah.
And we've seen it every time that they're down. They know they're down. So you got 1 quarter, and they're gonna pour their heart out into this 1 quarter and beat you by a point or maybe a bucket or something. Cavs is gonna do the same thing. Mitchell, like it's gonna be all eyes on Mitchell, but at the same time, it's gonna be all eyes on the whole team because really the whole team did the work. It's not gonna be Mitchell. It's not gonna be Mobley. It's not gonna be Garland. It's not gonna be just the coach, but it's gonna be the whole team itself that's gonna distribute. You know, like during every single game. But if it's a 7-game finals finals game, that means Cavs have to be careful because after 1 game, if Cavs beat Boston 1 game, either home or away, Boston's gonna find some ways to, you know, to see what are some ways to slow down the Cavs, slow down the players. And once they do that, let's say they take game 2 and the score is 1-1. Now Cavs are gonna do the same thing. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna go to game 7 because each team is gonna figure out who's gonna do what.
Right.
That's why I think that Cavs and Boston would be a really good matchup if they were to go to the finals again.
Right. Well, you know, that's going to be in the East because I think they're both East Coast teams.
Right.
But in the West, so let's say in the West, right?
Mm-hmm.
OKC and Dallas.
That'd be a good matchup. A rematch actually.
Isn't that 1 and 2 right now? OKC and Dallas, is that 1 and 2, or who's 2 right now?
Warriors.
Who's the 2 seed?
Warriors
Warriors.
is
Okay.
2. Warriors is
Okay,
number
so then that's
one.
so that's OKC and Warriors. Then I misspoke. Then I thought that Dallas was number two. So who would you taking?
Warriors. Warriors
But
is
I would
definitely.
take if it was me, I would take Warriors in that chase just because of experience.
Yeah, and on top of that, Curry is known for being, like just being extremely, like his level of performance in the finals is like high. It's on high because if you took a recap of all his finals appearance, he has dominated.
Mm-hmm.
All his finals appearance, he has dominated. And it's funny to me how his opponents really think lightly that oh, we're 2-0. We got this in the bag. Okay. You say you got that in the bag, but once this man locks in and he understands that he needs to do what he needs to do, he's gonna come up with a plan, he's gonna execute, and he's gonna destroy you.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
done
I
that.
mean, just because of who he is, he'll be favored. So now, okay. So let me ask you this. So now, you got Golden State out of that series, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, because of experience, and then you saying you're gonna take Cavs to beat Tatum and them in a tight series. So if that was this case hypothetically, if you had Cavs versus Golden State would have to be favored in that series no matter what.
Yeah, but I feel like that game will be a tight series too because
Oh,
of
it would
how
be
Cavs
tight.
are.
It would be
It's gonna
tight,
be a
but I
tight,
mean,
but I feel like whoever the Warriors face is gonna be a tight. It's gonna be a tight series because if you're
so
playing,
so let me ask you this. So games, let's say go game seven, right?
mm-hmm,
Game seven, do you think Curry will lose in that series?
no,
In a
because if
game seven, all on the line, you got Donovan Mitchell and Curry. Game seven on the line. Who you going with? I mean,
I'm
to
going with
me,
Warriors
I would
because
have to go with the Warriors just because of Curry.
right because think about it like he's like he is 1-0 right now in the game seven game in the game seven series because he beat Sacramento in game seven. I think that was like 2 years ago. He beat
Mm-hmm.
Sacramento in the game seven. He scored 40 points in that game. And I really think the way how Curry is, because like you said, he's gonna get favored either way. But the way how Curry
Yeah.
is, he's gonna be like, okay, you know what? Like, I want to win this as much as you do, but
I
this
mean,
is
I would
my
like to see
time.
Ohio. I would like to see Cleveland win it, but I mean, if that was the scenario, Curry and them would be heavily favored in that game.
Yeah, of course he would be favored because that's Curry because they all know how Curry is in the finals.
Right. And
But
we
I
we,
mean, but
we
like,
know what Curry did. We just know what Curry did and the player he is now and the veteran he is even in the Olympics. You know, when it got down to the nitty-gritty, that's what it is, you know. So
yeah, and the crazy thing is about that is because he got like if you guys watch our last video that we made about the Olympics with me, cause Ray and cause Mary, we all talked about like we discussed how this man he got drug tested right after the Olympics because how he put on a performance.
yeah, the man
But
was
but
out
the
there. He
thing
was
is
on the
the thing is
joint.
I asked around. I'm like how do you feel about Curry right now? Because like we're seeing a whole different Curry. Like even though he's old, he's in his 30s, but still, like this man, I mean, like imagine him the same age as Bron, still doing the same thing. Like
Hold
it's
on. Let's not put him in Bronny's category because he ain't did that yet.
I know, but I'm
That's
saying, but
too
like just
that's too much.
I'm just
Stop.
saying,
Don't
because
even do that.
think
I
about it
love
though.
Curry to death, and I know that's your team, but he ain't no LeBron. Far as
Oh my god, I'm
or
saying, but
far
listen
as him
though.
is health wise and the dominant player that at 40. I'm not saying that Curry couldn't do it, but I don't even want to even put him in that
You don't
conversation
want to
to
put that
have
conversation yet?
until we get closer. He ain't even in there yet.
Okay. We'll wait.
Because that's not fair. You got to wait because Curry is what, 33?
Nah, dude, he's like 36, 37, I think. Hold on, let me
Look
see.
him up. Let's make sure. He's getting
Yeah,
close. Let's double check. Because LeBron is 40.
he about to turn 40.
40.
He
And a
about to turn
dominator.
40.
So what is Curry right now? We don't
He's
want to
36.
speculate on that conversation. We got to get actual factual numbers.
He's 36.
36.
He's
So
36.
will he be 37 this season, or he's a fresh 36, or is he turning 37?
Nah, he'll be 37 in March.
Okay, so he'll be 37 at the end of this season, and then you're talking about him playing at this level for 3 more years to even be in the conversation as LeBron.
I mean, cause like like he was.
It's doable, but listen to what we're saying. If he can play at this level of play in 3 more years after this season, that's a lot, bro. And Bronny did it. So that's why I said that's a lot to really put on him at this time because it's still too fresh. I would say we couldn't even revisit that conversation in fairness to what LeBron has did at about to turn 40 until Curry turned 2 more seasons, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Not even fair because LeBron, that's like you saying LeBron going to be playing like this same level in 3 more years. He'd be 43. That's not fair because LeBron already 40. So now you can't take it just for fairness of it, and it disrespects LeBron as what he's done at his age to even put Curry in it because Curry still got 4 more years to even be in the conversation to see it. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it can't happen, but right now I do know one thing. LeBron is there's no other person you could put in that conversation right now, period, until they get closer.
Right, I got you on that. Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
That's too much hypothetical, bro. And you know what I love Curry to death, but to say he'll be playing at 40 and still dominating like LeBron. LeBron is still one of the top 3 dominating players at 40 in the league.
Yeah,
and Curry ain't even built like LeBron.
He not. I mean, I'm not saying like I'm not saying like he gonna play just like him, but I feel like Curry. I mean, if Bron can still do it, if Katie can still do it, if Curry, if these greats can still do it, like I'm not saying Curry gonna necessarily like play at 40 and still do it. I mean, like he may. I mean he may fall short and probably give you like 20 a game maybe, but I mean it's just it really all
20
depends.
a game. Listen, 20 a game at 40 is still impressive.
Yeah, it is. But the thing is because like see with LeBron, like he may seem like I don't know if I got enough in the tank, bro. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're 40. You're moving like a
LeBron,
19.
look what you did. Look when we started this podcast. You said that LeBron at 40 years old has just got 3 triple doubles in a row.
Yeah.
40.
At 40. Who is doing that at 40?
I mean,
think about it. Name another NBA player at the age of 40 that would have probably had a triple double.
3 consecutive.
3 consecutive. The man had 15, 13 boards, and I think he had like 12 assists.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And the crazy thing is, the last time he had triple double was back in 2019 when he was 34 years old.
Right.
That was the last time he had it like stuff like that happened.
Right.
Because like think about it. Because in order you got him right now. He did it at the age of 34, and then you got Jason Kidd, and he was like 19 something.
Jason Kidd is a coach now. And Jason Kidd wasn't nowhere near 40 years old when he did it.
Yes, Yeah,
Tough, tough. So listen, I'm not gonna be able to be here too long because we about to get back in these mountains. But I want to end my part of it with asking you who is the favorite right now for the end season tournament.
Caps.
What you said, Cavs right now?
Caps, 100%.
Cavs got to be,
Yeah.
and then who would be second? Who you think is going to be in the finals? Cavs and who for
Warriors.
the end season tournament?
Warriors.
Cavs and Warriors.
Cavs and
Wow.
Warriors. I feel like those two are definitely going to be up there. If not, it's either going to be Boston or it's going to be OKC.
So we got the top 14 right now. Do you think that's going to place out in the end season tournament is OKC, Cavs, Warriors, or Boston?
Yep. Out of those four.
Okay, that's fair.
Mm,
And when does the tournament starts next week, right?
Uh,
I always said 16, 19, something like that.
hold on. Let me go to it. I think because the Eastern Tournament games, the second one started was last night, but I think
Okay.
tomorrow there's some more. Is in turn no wait. Me actually no. So the Eastern Tournament will start back up again on the 19th, November 19th.
Okay.
This is the East Group C, so it's the East one. So you got Cavs, Boston at 7, Hornets, Nets, Nuggets, Grizzlies, Pelicans, and Mavs, OKC and Spurs, Jazz, and LA. And so you got the Eastern, and you got the Western playing on November
Okay.
19th.
Okay. That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah,
Well,
so
listen, man. Listen, we about to get in these mountains. I appreciate that you know what I'm saying I was able to jump on for a few minutes, but I know it's about to get real static here in a minute. But I'm definitely glad I tuned in, and hopefully next week we can get everybody on because I won't be traveling any more time now, but for the holidays, so I'll definitely be in around. So hope we can get Deshaun and Juice back on, and Merrick back on. We can get 4 or 5 of us on it to be a nice segment.
yeah, for real, that'd be nice. That'd be
Yeah, we'll
nice.
see if we can do it then. Come up with something. But definitely thank you for the time. Like I said, I'm traveling back from Baltimore. I was at a wedding, so I definitely glad I could chime on for a minute. But man, listen, basketball truth and knowledge is real. Listen, hit the like button, subscribe. Let's get it. You know what I mean? And we'll have some good talk, some good conversation for the holidays.
Yep.
All right, my man. Well, listen, I'm signing off. Ray Daniels, I'm out. I'll jump in next week, and then I'll have some. Let's see if I get a co-host. I mean, not a co-host, but I'll see if I get a special guest on next week as well.
All right, but
All right, my man. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.
all right,
Peace.
all right, yeah. So I definitely think that it's gonna come down to the end season tournament. It's gonna come down to Warriors, OKC, Cavs, and Boston. Those are my four favorite right now. Are definitely gonna be up there. LA, I don't know. Mavs, maybe I don't know, depending. But I'm definitely. But if I had to think about it, it's gonna be Cavs and Warriors. If not, it may be Cavs or OKC or Cavs or Boston. But if Cavs lose their very first game and somebody snaps their win streak, then who knows, man? But yeah. So uh, I want to bring up the power standings for the last. Hold on, let me just pull it up for you guys. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so I got the NBA standings for the Western Conference through November 15. So they do this every like every 15 games to and then to see where the teams stand. So I'm gonna read off the Western Conference first. I'm reading them off from 1 to 15. You got OKC at 1, They're 11-2. I'm sorry for the correction. I said 10-2. They're now 11-2 because they won their game last night, I think. So yeah, they're 11-2. You got Warriors at 10-2. We just beat Grizzlies at home. Rockets is at 3. I'm surprised to see Rockets, and I did say during the offseason that Rockets was gonna have a phenomenal season this year, which they are because they're 9-4. LA just won their second consecutive game. They are now 9-4. They're at the number 4 spot. I'm sorry, no, never mind. Suns is at the number 4 spot. They're 9-4. LA is at the 5th spot. They're 8-4. Nuggets is at the 6th spot. They're 7-4. If you go to the 7th spot, you got Minnesota at 7-6, 8. You got the Sacramento Kings at 7-6. You got the Grizzlies at 7-6 at the 9th spot. At the 10th spot, you got Clippers 6-7. At the 11th spot, you got Spurs at 6-7. They're tied with Clippers. You got. I'm surprised to see Mavs having a low record because right now Mavs are at the 12th spot, 5-7. Blazers 5-8. Pelicans 4-9. Jazz 3-8. Spurs, Mavs, Blazers, Pelicans, and Jazz ain't looking too good. Jazz hasn't really been doing good at all. Pelicans hasn't been doing pretty good at all. If you go to the Eastern side, I'm reading Eastern Conference, y'all. So you got obviously Cavs at number 1, 14-0. Boston is behind them, 10-3. You got Orlando at 3. They're 8-6. You got the Knicks at the number 4 spot. They're 6-6. You got Atlanta at number 5. They're 6-7. You got Miami at number 6. They're 5-6. You got Detroit at the number 7 spot at the 6-8. Pacers are 5-7. They're at the 8th spot. You got Brooklyn at the 9th spot. They're 5-8. You got Chicago at the 10th spot. They're 5-8. You got the Hornets 11. They're 4-7. Bucks 4-8. Washington, they're 2-9. Philly 2-10, and Toronto 2-11. And then, all right. So now that I read that part, I want to talk about the final. I want to talk about the MVP ladder. So you got Nikola Jokic at the number one spot. He is now number 1 at MVP ladder. Davis is behind him. Jason Tatum, Shai, you got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Donovan Mitchell is on the board. He's top 5 for MVP. If you do top 10, Curry is at number 6. Sabonis is at number 7. LeBron is at 8. Darius Garland is at 9. And KD is at 10. It's surprising to see LeBron, KD, and Curry, back in the MVP ladder. Surprising to see that. And AD, I'm surprised to see him in the lineup. Not in the lineup, but to see him in the ladder. Who do you guys think would win the MVP? Do you got AD or Jokic? One of those two may win it. 100%. I think it's gonna be. I want AD to win. I definitely do, but it's either one of those two because they're neck to neck. But I want AD to win. So yeah. We got another breaking news. Spurs head coach Greg Popovich. It has been revealed that the Spurs head coach Greg Popovich suffered a mild stroke on November 2nd and is expected to make a full recovery. His timeline to return is not yet known. Let's keep praying for Pop. That is a serious concern about the former head coach of the Spurs, Greg Popovich. Please give this man some prayer. A mild stroke. that's not something serious. Yeah, this is why you guys, it's important to take care of your health, take care of your body, because if you don't, you're gonna start dealing with some pains like this. But we don't wish pain on anybody else like that, especially a former head coach of San Antonio Spurs. But yeah, definitely pray up for Greg Popovich, y'all. Let's talk about Wemby. Let's talk about Wemby. So for the first 82 games, and this is insane. So Wemby stacks up against other Hall of Fame bigs and LeBron after a full season worth of games. So, because right now he's averaging 29.9 points a game. No, I'm sorry. The minutes is so he's averaging 29.9 minutes per game. He's averaging 21.2 points per game, 10.6 rebounds a game, 3.7 assists a game, 3.6 blocks a game, and his field goal percentage is a 46.2. If you compare that to Anthony Davis in his prime when he was with the Pelicans, when he got drafted, the only thing that Wemby beats Davis will have to be his points, rebounds, assists, and blocks. The only thing that matches well will have to be his minutes and his field goal percentage against Wemby. Wemby had a better, had better stats than Jokic when he first started. Jokic had a field goal percentage of he scored 51 at the field goal. He had lesser minutes, lesser points, lesser rebounds, and lesser assists and blocks. If you go to Dirk Nowitzki's prime year, Wemby had better minutes, better points, rebounds, assists, and blocks, and field goal percentage better than Dirk. Tim Duncan, he's like right around the middle because Tim averaged 39 minutes per game. Wemby averaged 21.2 points per game. Tim Duncan had 11.9 points. 11.9 rebounds per game. Wemby had a 3.7 assists a game and a block of 3.6 again because of his wingspan and field goal percentage. Tim Duncan had the highest. If you go to Shaquille O'Neal, same thing. He matched up pretty well against the stats in his prime year. Shaq had a 37.8 in prime year. Like what I mean, when he got drafted by Orlando. When he was with Orlando, he averaged 37.8 minutes per game, 23.6 points per game, rebounds of 13.8, assists goes to Wemby 3.7, blocks goes to Wemby at 3.6 because of his wingspan, because how tall he is. But if you're talking about field goal percentage, Shaq has a better field goal percentage. If you go to LeBron, the only thing Wemby has on LeBron is better points, better rebounds, better blocks, and better field goal percentage. LeBron has better minutes, better assists, and that's it in his prime as a rookie. Hold on. So I'm going to name you guys the injury list for a few players. Hold on, let me find it because I was just looking at it, you guys. I was just looking at them. Okay, so all right. So look, the NBA is hurting. So here is the injury list of players who are hurt right now. You got John Morant out for multiple weeks with a hip injury. Yeah, no, he's hurt again, but he'll be out for multiple weeks. Paolo Banchero reevaluated in 4 to 6 weeks. He's got a torn oblique. Kevin Durant out at least 2 weeks, calf strain. Kawhi Leonard out multiple weeks, a knee injury. Zion Williamson out indefinitely, hamstring strain. Chet Holmgren out 8 to 10 weeks. He has a iliac hip fracture. Aaron Gordon out multiple weeks, calf strain. Kristaps Porzingis targeting December returns, so he had a foot injury, so he'll be back in December. He's targeting it. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, so Lonzo Ball, wrist injury. Played 5 games before being out. He has a wrist injury. Chris Middleton, he has an ankle injury, out indefinitely. Joel Embiid, left knee management, expected to return Tuesday from this what that's owed. CJ McCollum, right abductor strain, week to week. Tyrese Maxey, right hamstring strain, will be reevaluated in 1 week. DeJounte Murray, left hand fracture, out 4 to 6 weeks. Scotty Barnes, umbilical fracture, out indefinitely. Jimmy Butler, sprained right ankle, day to day. He may be playing already. So it's 4:27. I'm 51 minutes in. Is there anything else that I wanted to address? Give me a minute, guys. Actually, no. Okay, so yeah, so I want this to last till I probably say like an hour maybe, because I want to talk about the Warriors right now. So the Warriors, they played 10 games and won 10 straight games and only lost 2. They lost 2 games. Boy, they lost 10 games in they won 10 games and they lost 2. Something going on with my internet. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I'm fine. All right. Well, looks like we're good. So yeah. So Warriors are 10-2. I am very surprised of how the Warriors are right now, and I'm glad we got a defensive coach who is good on defense. We're not soft anymore. We're tight on defense, and we are ranked number 2 in the season as far as defensively. I don't know who has who is ranked 1 for defense, but I know we're number 2. Hold on, guys. But I do believe that the Warriors have a solid chance on making a better performance. Not better performance. I feel like the Warriors have a solid chance into having a better playoff picture when it comes to the playoffs. I feel like they have a solid chance. I feel like whoever we face, I feel it's going to be a tough battle. But all the way, I got the Warriors winning all the way. We're gonna have a good record. I'm not gonna say we're gonna only lose 2 games and win more games, but I know in the long run we're gonna lose a few, which is fine. As long as we're in the top 5 seed, as long as we're in the top 5 of the conference standings, then we should be okay. Because I want to have a better rating, because of a possibility of facing a even better chance of facing a really solid team. I mean, doesn't matter who we face. I just know it's going to be a tough game, but I think the Warriors are going to pull it off. But my question is to the fans, to the viewers, and to myself: are the Warriors a playoff contender? And they are. They proved it. They showed it. We've won 10 games in a row. We only lost 2. That's a phenomenal record, and I'm surprised. And I love the way how the Warriors have been playing lately. Yeah, I got my Warriors jersey on because like I'm shocked because people were doubting my team. I mean, I was saying, oh, the Warriors are not gonna have a good season, but after watching them play in the preseason, I'm like, man, Warriors got this, man. Warriors got this. I'm a huge fan of Warriors. I'm a huge fan of Steph Curry. I got the Steph Curry jersey number 30. I'm a big fan of the Warriors, and watching them play. I mean, like, even though I did say like, oh, Warriors not gonna have a good season, but I just want to have a chance to really see for myself to see how much things have changed since Clay left. Since Clay got traded to Dallas. I want to see how far the Warriors are gonna go, and I've seen it. I still have belief in the Warriors are gonna have a good season, and they did. They're now 10-2. Curry is averaging. Hold on, let me pull up the basketball reference. Let me pull it up real quick. Basketball reference. Steph Curry. All right, yep, here it is. So he's only averaging 22.7 points per game, 5.1 rebounds a game, and a 6.4 assist a game. So for the past 5 games, he's had 13, 37, 36, 12, and 27. And that's just for the past 5 games, y'all. For the past 5 games, for real. If you think about it. As far as turnovers, I mean, the only game where he had a turnover was when he faced Cleveland. But that I mean that's Cleveland. I'm not worried about that. But if you go to the Dallas and to the OKC and Dallas game, he had 36 and 37. The OKC, he had 36 points, 2 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 steal, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, and 4 defensive rebounds, and 1 offensive rebound. He was 3 for 4 from the free throws. He had a .538 3-point percentage. He shot 7 for 13 from the 3. He was 13 for 23 from the field goal. He played 37 minutes. Now it's against OKC. And for Dallas, 37, 2, 1, 9, 6, 6. And that's it. He was 4 for 5 from the free throw, 5 for 12 from the 3. He was 14 for 27 from the field goal and had 35 minutes. So I want to end this off with that. How do you guys feel? Like, I want you guys' predictions. Okay? I got the Warriors winning it. I got the Warriors winning the in-season tournament. But as far as playoffs, who do you think is going to be winning the playoffs overall and make it to the finals? Who do you got? For me, I got a few predictions. I got Warriors in the finals against Cavs. I got Boston in the finals against Cavs. I got OKC in the finals against Cavs. I got the Nuggets in the finals against Cavs. Either Minnesota in the finals against Cavs. That's if they make it. But I think the top best team so far is either Warriors, OKC, Boston, or Cavs in the finals. Game 7. I feel like all those teams, either one of those teams will definitely go to Game 7. It will last to Game 7. 100%. 100%. So, but that's my opinion and that's my prediction. But I want you guys as viewers and fans. I want you guys to make a prediction for yourself. Who would you pick? The two teams in the finals, and who will win in Game 7? In a Game 7 series, who will win? Pick your two teams, and then you pick that up. It's 4:36. I have nothing to talk about else. I talked about everything. Want to end it off with a little bit of music because I had to get up out of here. All right, guys. If you guys stay tuned to towards the ending, if you made it this far, please subscribe and like, hit that bell, and hit the button, put on the post notifications so you can get a live post or some clips that So guys, I am now getting used to making clips now of like shorts of videos of my videos. I will be doing that. I'll post 2 clips. Well, I don't know what that was for. So yeah, I'll be posting 2 clips a day, and then I'll keep doing that for every video that I've made so far. So I'll be posting 2 clips a day for every video I've made, and then I want to get this channel growing up more so I can make some clothing brands for you guys, some basketball truth knowledge clothing brands, hoodies, t-shirts, hats, mugs, just whatever. But thank you guys for tuning in from the live. If you haven't watched the last live with me and my uncle, my co-host uncle, go watch that, like that, comment. But don't forget to comment on this live. What's your predictions for the NCAA tournament and the finals? And yeah, but with all being said, this is the Basketball Truth and Knowledge. I am your co-host Aramis. Not co-host. I'm your host Aramis. Peace, y'all. We out.